Hello everybody, it is me, the biggest Pokemon fan out there. And today, I'd like to tell you guys something. Pokemon X and Y is going to be the greatest game of all time. And you cannot dislike this game because this game is the best game of the year. I mean, it's better than Black and White was, it's better than the rest. It's got tons of Pokemon and stuff. And this is going to be the awesomest game of all time, even though it's coming out tomorrow, because it's only Friday, and I want it to be the next day so I can get X and Y. I know X and Y is going to be the greatest game of all time. Why, you may ask? Well, first off, it's not Grand Theft Auto or Call of Duty. Those two games are evil and terrible. Second, it's on a Nintendo system, the 3DS, the best system of all time. And if you can't buy a 3DS, then go buy one. There's even a 2DS, which is also amazing because it does everything a 3DS does. And it's for if you get eye damage if you play with the 3DS. And of course, this is the best game ever. It's in 3D, and if you say the graphics are bad, you have to see them on the real screen because they look so much better. Even though I've never actually played this game, I know it because it's the 3DS. So let's talk about these Pokemon. The first thing you'll notice about this game is the Pokemon are the best ever, and the graphics are amazing too. I mean, look at all these amazing Pokemon. These Pokemon are so awesome. If you don't like these Pokemon, you're a Pokemon hater and a Gen 1er. I mean, look, you're saying that this sword's bad because it has them too? Well, guess what? Look at Magnemite. That has 3 of them clean together, you Gen 1ers. Because this is going to be the greatest game of all time. I knew since the day this game was announced that this game is going to be awesome. And it is. The graphics are some of the best graphics ever. Did I mention that like none of these Pokemon are bad at all? All these Pokemon are awesome. And sure, if you don't like it, it's because you're not used to it yet. Because look at these amazing Pokemon. Look at them. So amazing. These Pokemon are so original too. And Delphox, that's an awesome Pokemon. I'm definitely going to be looking at that all the time. That's going to be one of my favorite Pokemon this gen. And you're saying there's not a lot of Pokemon this gen? Well, guess what? There's Mega Evolutions. Those things are awesome. And anyone who dislikes them is a Gen 1er. Look at these awesome evolutions. These are so original. And the best things ever. Look at all these amazing Pokemon. These have the best designs ever. And if you think there's something wrong with the spikes and all the extra fur, then you're a Gen 1er. I mean, seriously. Mega Gardevoir, Mega Blaziken. Those Pokemon are so awesome. Those Pokemon are the best ever. Gen 4, that wasn't that good, because let's be honest, it was so slow. This game was awesome, and anybody who didn't like it was a Gen 1 or 2, or a hater, who plays Call of Duty all the time. But if you don't like Gen 1, that's bad, because you have to like all the Pokemon games to be a true Pokemon fan. It's the truth, it's the hardcore truth. So basically, let me tell you about the graphics. Well, first off, graphics don't matter, but this game has the best graphics for a Pokemon game either way. These are the best graphics of all time. And the Pokemon are going to be memorable, just like Black and White. I mean, Black and White had tons of Pokemon, like, what are these again? It had, Reshiram and Zekrom. Yeah, those were the best Pokemon ever, and I really love Reshiram because Pokemon is the best thing ever, and Pokemon is the best game ever. If you don't like Pokemon, that's bad, because you should like Pokemon. You really should like Pokemon. This is gonna be Game of the Year, people. Forget Grand Theft Auto, that game's an evil crime simulator. And Call of Duty, all you do is shoot people. Pokemon, it's got the deepest, best gameplay of any game of all time. And you think it's repetitive? It has sitting on park benches. And Pokemon Aim, a feature which lets you bond with Pokemon and play with them in HD or whatever, 3D. And you know, this game is going to be the best of all time. I mean, seriously, this is the best game ever. It's not even out yet, but I know for a fact it's the best game of all time because it's Pokemon. And now let me tell you about something else, the music. The music is some of the most memorable music of all time. Like, this is the best music ever. I mean, if you don't like this music, you probably listen to terrible music like, rap music. Like, dubstep music is awesome, by the way. Let me search, look at this music. This is the best trainer battle music of all time. Generation 3, that didn't have good music. It was just horns and stuff. This is the best music of all time. The absolute best music of all time. If you don't like it, then, I don't know. You're not a true Pokemon fan if you don't like this game's music. This has the greatest music of all time. This game, the music is a 20 out of 10. The Pokemon are a 90 out of 10. And the graphics are an 80 out of 10. But this has the best music of all time. This is never forgettable. You'll never forget this song. This song will stick in your head, and you'll loop it all the time, like you loop Nancat, Hey Yay Yay, and of course, Rickroll. Classic songs that will never be forgotten or fall into obscurity. I mean, Gangnam Style, that's the coolest song ever still. I listen to that song every day, just like this music. I've been looping this music since it was announced because this is the best thing ever. Game of the year, everybody. This is Pokemon X. I'm buying this game for $39.99, full price. I pay more than full price. I'd pay $60 for Pokemon, because Pokemon's the best game ever. And look, pre-order now and you'll get even more stuff. Game of the year. And even better, this has fairy type, and look at all these new features. This is going to be the great... I'm just going to read off it. You get Horn Encounters, which are new to Pokemon. If any other game did it first, it's not the same because it's not Pokemon. Pokemon is the greatest game of all time. So whenever it does something, it's the best thing ever. Sky Battles, Pokemon Aim, the parts are the best thing ever. And if you're a Gen 1er, it even has the old Pokemon for you. So you have to buy this game even if you're a Gen 1er because it's got the old Pokemon for you. And if you don't like it, you're not a Pokemon fan. You're a hater. And look at these new creative Pokemon and these new creative Mega Forms. These are so creative and these Pokemon are so awesome. These graphics are so HD. Look, the comments just agree with me. 10 out of 10. I want this game, and this is the best game ever. And it's got the old Pokemon, so I'm so excited. 10 out of 10. I'm buying this game. I'm buying this game. 10 out of 10. I'm buying. This is going to be the coolest game ever. I mean, these reviews, they all agree with me. So, I'm buying this game because I'm just like everybody else. And you know what? Game of the year. Right here, look, this was posted back in March. They knew this would be the game of the year. So all in all, I'm buying 20 copies of this. And anybody who doesn't have a 3DS, I'm going to buy them a 3DS too, so they all have a copy of this. All in all, greatest game of all time. Buy it now, today.